My name is Daniel van Barloewen. I'm the Regional Vice President for Accor One Living, which is our dedicated mixed-use platform for 360-degree solution for owners across the branded residential space, private member clubs, golf, co-working. We work on extended stay properties as well. The majority of our focus is on branded residences, and I look after everything across Europe, Middle East, Africa. From the development focus, we support our owner partners in the marketing and sale of their residences, and also on the operations. And to give a quick sort of overview, Accor, together with our lifestyle arm Ennismore, are the second largest operator and licensor of branded residences globally. We have about 150 projects operating and in the pipeline. We open a new branded residential project every 6 weeks on average, and they span across the ultra-luxury, luxury, premium and mid-scale brands. And within the region in particular, we have a lot of growth. It's an area we've got a strong presence already, but a significant amount of growth. About 39% of our pipeline is actually Middle East Africa. Dubai, which is the branded residential capital of the world, is the second largest city for us in our branded residential, and Saudi Arabia is actually the fourth largest country globally for Accor and Ennismore on branded residences. So a lot of growth in these two countries as well, but obviously seeing a lot more across the region. Egypt in particular is another major market for branded residential.
And what's been the response from folks that you've been chatting to here at the summit?
A lot of interest. It's one of the topics. Branded residences really started about a quarter of a century ago. There are only a very small handful of operators that can say they've been doing it for a quarter of a century, and Accor is very proud to be one of those operators. So we opened our first residential project in 2001. And what we've seen across the region is continuing demand, more and more expansion. The sector has grown a huge amount. You've roughly got about 1,300 branded residential projects globally in the world right now in terms of operating in pipeline. And what we're seeing across the region is demand not just in where it's historically been, which is classic luxury, but we're seeing a lot more demand and a lot of successful sales in lifestyle and as well as in premium and mid-scale. Within the kingdom, we currently have 2 operating projects as well as 10 projects in the pipeline. And we've just opened the Novotel Residences in Mecca, which is the first Novotel Residences in the world to open. And they've sold by Thacker, who've done an incredible sales job on that project, and it's been very successful all round.
And how are you managing the sort of coherent and consistent sort of experience as you scale?
So we have dedicated residential operating standards for each of our brands, and a really fundamental component for us is really delving into the value proposition for the purchasers, for the residence owners. How do you curate a lifestyle in terms of dedicated a la carte facilities, dedicated facilities for the residence owners? There'll be different ones for Fairmont than you would have for an SLS, for example. But also the a la carte services would be different for Fairmont's residence than an SLS residence. So we very much drill into the specifics of each market, the understanding of the buyer profile, the nationality, the age, family makeup, the purchase motivation. Sometimes a project would have a rental program, sometimes they wouldn't. So really understanding from the very beginning through a lot of research that we, together with our partner, have commissioned from a third-party supplier. So we get our owner partners to commission third-party research. And we analyze that with them to really create a bespoke service offering and amenity offering on every single project.
Thank you very much for sharing today. Really compelling proposition.
Pleasure. Thank you very much, Hassan.